one of the myths that I think people really think about in sales is the always be closing kind of rule. Now, in some respects, I get it. I know where that comes from, and it's true, but it can be really misinterpreted. So if you are always thinking about closing, you're probably not going to close very much ever. Because you're thinking about the end goal, you're thinking about your quota, you're thinking about where it's going to leave you for your month or your quarter or whatever, and you're forgetting to be in the moment, and you're forgetting to think about what's important to that prospect right here, right now, and the problems that your product or service solves. Because all you've got in your head is you're thinking about that end game. If it's a big deal, you're thinking about the commission check, whatever you're associating emotionally with that close starts to kind of take over. So when it comes to that kind of how do we remove the emotions from it, I think just be present and look at when you're in that kind of first stages of your deal. So you kind of around the discovery, start to map out in your mind how that deal is going to play out, then make a plan, and then sit down with your prospect and go through that plan. So then you're removing all of the emotion from it. You're agreeing early when things are going to happen, what's going to happen when. And so you're making it more strategic, you're making it more mechanical. So it is less emotional when you get to the end and you're like, you said, and you really want it to happen, because what you've done over the last, depending on your deal size, what you've done over the last few weeks or few months is you've grown this like huge emotional attachment to the end goal. You're not thinking about like right here, right now. So I think that's what I'd say, is just kind of be present in the moment. And yes, you need to think about, when this deal is going to close, when you're going to forecast it, but that shouldn't be the be all and end all. That should be a byproduct of you doing everything right along the way at each step. So yeah, I think that, and if you have that plan as well, then you're less likely to get emotionally attached to a particular point, because you know that you are where you should be in your plan. It's been agreed with your customer or your prospect. And so it is just less kind of gut wrenching when you get towards the end.